Well, let's try this again. It looked like I had a poor internet connection. Sorry about that. So hello, part two. This is Tanya from Harry Norman Realtors and it's theperfectspot.com. And thank you for joining another episode of Tanya Talks. Today, we're going to be looking at and talking about one really crucial factor that a lot of home sellers as well as real estate agents fail to use when marketing a home for sale. So if you want, go ahead and get a cup of coffee or something to drink and let's dive in. If you're here catching the replay, just let me know you're watching the replay. I appreciate you being here no matter what. So thanks again. So when it comes time to sell your home, there are so many things that you need to think about, right? We make lists about, we need to wash the windows, we need to take the screens off so it looks brighter, we need to paint the bedrooms, and we need to put new flowers in the front beds, we need to clean up all the landscaping and depersonalize inside, clean the carpets, clean the closets, because everybody opens my closets. I know the list never seems to end. So you're probably so busy with the pre-market checklist that you could be missing one crucial factor when it comes to prepping your house for sale. So the missing piece is showing off the lifestyle that your home can create. So let's find out what this means and how to highlight your home's features to really attract more buyers and highlighting the lifestyle that they'll gain from purchasing and living in your house. So it's not just the kitchen remodel, the bathroom remodels, and the kitchen being an open floor plan to the keeping room or family room and the new roof. There's more to that. So stick around and I've got a special offer at the end as well. So again, we're talking about one of the most overlooked factors when it comes to selling your home. You're not just selling a house, you're selling a lifestyle. So let's say I've got a buyer and they say to me, Tanya, I'm looking for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home on a full finished basement that has an acre, right? That's pretty important. But what they could be saying or what they might be trying to tell me is that they need space for a growing family. Maybe they've got 3 kids. Maybe they're looking for a place to host their birthday party so they don't have to go rent out Chuck E. Cheese and all those other crazy places, Jump Zone and Sky Zone and escape rooms. Maybe they're looking to do it in their own backyard. They want land to do that. Maybe the kids are really active and they play sports and they're big into lacrosse and football and soccer and they need that room for the kids to practice. It's really important in today's athletics that the kids put in the time and they want to provide the space to do that. Maybe they're just looking for room for the kids to explore. Maybe they've got dogs and they want the dogs to run free. Maybe the kids want to run through sprinklers. Maybe they want to have really big cookout parties and entertain in their own backyard instead of going to the park to be able to use the grill and accommodate a large crowd. So just think about some questions that we could use to determine your home's lifestyle. Okay, so I'm going to look at my notes here. So let's think about, why did you buy your home in the first place? What made you buy your house and where do you spend the most amount of time? What is it about the area that attracted you to your current home? Is there a convenient location that makes it easy to get to the city, or maybe it's close to grocery stores and different shopping centers? And sorry, I've got my kids over there just coming back in from riding their bikes in the cul-de-sac. So is it walkable to maybe some of the downtown areas, the restaurants? Do you have that urban feel or do you have that suburban feel, or do you have a mixture? What room do you spend the most time in? And what do you spend your time doing? Right? So think about this. This could be the very reason that someone else wants to buy your house. So why not focus on that and highlight it? Let's show that off. So for example, let's just say you have a humongous kitchen island, right? This massive space, and that's what attracted you to your house in the beginning, right? And because your thought was you want to entertain and you love the size of that island and the location being kind of the heart of the home. It's centralized, it's open to a keeping area and directly to the family room as well. It's kind of open to all of them. You've got TVs in both spots. So let's just say that you spend a lot of time there. Maybe you work there from home. That's kind of your home office, and you want to see where everything is going on in the house, and you don't need a private room for your home office, but you like that huge counter space to lay out all your papers and do work. Or Maybe you like sitting there to have coffee with your spouse before they take off for, full day of work. We really, maybe you love that space to pour glasses of wine before as your friends come over for game night, right? So let's talk about what we can do to highlight that home's feature. Okay, so we're gonna start here in good staging. This is where good staging comes into play and prepping your home for showings. Okay, so it's called showing prep and staging prep, right? So we're going to stick with this idea of entertainment. Okay, that's the theme. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples on how we could optimize the living space and the kitchen to really showcase the lifestyle that it would create. So let's leave out a bottle of wine. Now it could be lemonade, a pitcher of lemonade and drink. So if you're against showing alcohol, it's not promoting serving alcohol, or that's what the space would be used for. If you don't serve wine with your friends, and show how you would live there, or as to not offend, you could put lemonade, like I'm saying, but put a few glasses and a pitcher of lemonade or a bottle of wine opener, and some wine glasses sitting out on the kitchen island. If you have some really cool bar stools, just to show that it's an inviting place to pull up a seat and hang out. Maybe have a little wine decanter and a martini shaker, or again, that could be a pitcher of lemonade and some lemons to cut, right? Maybe stack a couple of board games on the table that's nearby, or on a sideboard, or even bookshelves, so people could get the idea that we could play board games here at the round kitchen table right next to the island, or something like that. Let's say maybe you put out a cheese board. Maybe you put fresh baked cookies. Okay, and maybe even a little note that asks your buyers to please enjoy themselves, pour a glass of lemonade and grab a cookie as they're touring your home, right? Invoke that emotion that you want the buyers to have, that created you to fall in love and write an offer on that house in the first place, right? So think about that. Don't forget, turn on some really fun background music that is conducive for whatever the theme and the vibe that you're trying to create. Turn on all the lights. You always want the home to look as bright as possible, and keep the wine racks fully stocked. Keep the lemons and the bowls of fruit, fully stocked if that's what you're doing, lemonade. Show off other areas that are perfect for entertaining. So if it's really close to a keeping room and a family room, then maybe have the game playing in the background over there. Leave little notes, I call it in-house marketing, that says this is the perfect spot to entertain. Maybe you have a little ice cream bar set up, so you don't want to have the ice cream out, but you've got the cute little ice cream bowls, little ice cream scoop, maybe little bowls filled with toppings, chocolate chips, chocolate sprinkles, gummy bears, whatever it is that you put, a little bowl of cherries, things that you would put onto an ice cream, and you could create, perfect little spot for an ice cream sundae bar, perfect spot for birthday parties, perfect spot to entertain, perfect spot for friends to gather for a glass of wine and board games. Whatever the case may be, create that and leave little notes around. It's going to describe the lifestyle, how they could use it. So I often use that if there's a room that could be easily converted into a fifth bedroom. Maybe there is, a room that they don't know to open. Don't forget to open this door. This is a secret passage to hidden storage that's invaluable, whatever the case may be. It's all really in the details and how you market it and the lifestyle. So when we go beyond like the square footage, the bedrooms, the upgrades that you've done, and we can really paint that picture of what a buyer's life would look like. Right, that's where you're going to win. Also, I have a free guide. Let me show you. So if you want that, comment below, and I can place the link, or I can email it right over to you. But it's really a guide on how you can create that lifestyle that buyers want when you're thinking about selling your home. It's got a checklist. It's got questions that you should consider, and really a place for you to kind of sift through some of the things about what your favorite room in the house is and why, and just really take you through that process of figuring out what the lifestyle is that your home has already, the reason you bought it, how you use it right now, and you can capitalize on that when you market, okay? So that's really it. I just wanted to make sure that if you are thinking about selling your home, or you've already got it on the home, that you reach out to your real estate agent, and you and whoever you own the home with, your spouse, write a list of the lifestyle. Message me below, and I'll send you that guide right away. And there's a checklist at the end just so you won't even miss anything. So comment below and I'll email it directly to you if you're looking for this guide. And thanks again for tuning in for another episode of Tania Talks. And I hope you found this super valuable. If you have some question just about the home selling process, please let me know. You can comment below or direct message me, and I'll do a whole nother Q&A to answer your question. And then I'll answer you directly as well. But if you have enjoyed this and want to be notified when I go live again, click the three little buttons, the three little dots in the top right, and then you can click receive notifications so you'll always know when I'm going live and you won't miss another episode of Tania Talks. Thanks again for joining. And again, if you're watching the replay, I appreciate you being here. And feel free to tag or share with any of your friends who might be thinking about selling their home too. Thanks again.